think your quarterbacks did in the scrimmage work you were able to get done today?
Some good, some bad. I thought a really good 1st and 10. I thought we hit some runs, and I thought they made some plays throwing the ball. You know, we had some tough 3rd downs that we're making it hard, trying to get some conversions, get us into the red zone. But it's pretty good work, really, all around.
That second group at tackle, what have been your impressions of them over the course of the fall? And you feel better about their progression to create depth there?
Yeah, I think you know, Christian Gaylord, Brendan Hymas. You know, you got Farniok on the other side. I think all 3 of them are coming along. They're young. They're getting a lot of good work. You know, I just think they're just young. They're taking some time, but I think they're progressing pretty well.
Hey, Danny, was the youngest in that group? He got some second-team reps today.
Yeah.
I guess what did you see from him in particular?
Really athletic and smart, and I think that gives you a chance, especially at that position. So I've been really pleased how fast he's come along, especially being a true freshman. It's not easy, and I think he's done a nice job really pushing that backup tackle position.
Hey Danny, was that a representative sample of Taishan's camp, or was that better? Or?
Better today, yeah. I think like most true freshmen, it's, you know, he's trying to get up to speed, and I think probably thinking at times too much, trying to maybe overthink stuff rather than just play. And I think that today was a little bit better example of what he can do and what he can show. There's been some days where he's played maybe not as fast because he's probably thinking, but I liked what I saw today. He had a better day.
How about the O-line? How would you assess that today?
We had some tough pressures that we have to handle. I think all the pressure we're seeing in practice has been really good. It's been hard. But I think, you know, overall, I think we're protecting pretty well. Part of it's the quarterback getting rid of the ball. I like how they've come along. They've really come together as a group. We had a couple, you know, guys off the edge that were free, and we've got to be able to call it correctly and then handle it and be on the same page. And again, that takes some time to gel together, but I think they're progressing along pretty nicely.
How would you characterize that number 2 battle? You know, how it's evolved in the last week since last week, quarterback battle?
I think they're getting a lot of a lot of even turns, and they've had their days, both good and bad. And so, you know, both being again young, they're taking their lumps, but they're doing some good things too. And I think our depth at that position is good. It is a little bit young with Patrick and Tanner, Patrick and Tristan not playing a ton. But, you know, they're smart guys and they're really working at it, and they make some rookie mistakes, but other than that, I think they're coming along.
Danny, as camp goes along and you're seeing these plays play out with the guys, what is your ideal run-pass balance when we get to the games here?
Depends on the game. You know, it's hard to put a number on it because it's really how the defense is playing. You know, if they're really playing hard, a lot of guys in the box, it's going to be sometimes tough to run, so we have to be able to soften them up and then get back to running. And we always feel we're at our best when we're balanced. So if we can be, you know, a good balance of run and then the play actions off of it, that's when we do our best. So if we get too one-dimensional either way, it's not very good. You know, I just think the balance of it, and to get a number is tough. It depends on who we're playing.
On Saturday, Coach Riley said that hopefully by the end of this week, you'd like to see some separation at running back, and if not, he's probably going to go forward thinking it was going to be a committee approach. Has there been any progress in that regard over a few practices this week, and I guess where do things stand there?
It's a tough evaluation until you go live, and I think Mikkel has done some really good stuff. Trey Bryant's had a good camp. I don't think it's anybody has really separated from that group quite yet. I think we need a little bit more work. Some live stuff is going to help us. Divine has really run the ball hard. I think Jalen Bradley's progressing nicely as a freshman. So, you know, you got to get some live tackling in there to really have a good evaluation. When you're doing things that aren't live, it makes it hard sometimes to see how they're hitting the hole and breaking tackles and taking on those hits. So it's just a tough evaluation, and we haven't had anybody really take off with that job yet.
Hey, what are some of the advantages of having a receiving tight end like Tyler Hoppus for your offense?
Really a big weapon. He's had a great camp. He's made a ton of plays. He's been a red zone threat. He's a great matchup with the linebacker and the safety. He's really athletic and has good hands. I've liked how he runs the routes, and he's improved as a blocker. He's really become an all-around player, and it's been great to see. He's probably playing as well as anybody on the offense. So, you know, that kind of player at that position can be tough on defenses, especially in the red zone, and we're looking forward to seeing him make those plays.
Does it help you guys, without you giving me the playbook, does it help you guys align, rather than having 4 spread wide receivers, having 3 receivers and maybe a receiving tight end? Does that help with disadvantages of the other offense? Is that kind of what you guys are?
Yeah, and I think the fact that he's doing a good job blocking is really good. You can be multiple with him, running to his side, making him a primary receiver. You know, he gives you another weapon out there and another added dimension to what you can do.
Does he remind you of any tight ends you've had previously, good receiving tight ends?
We've had, I mean, Ethan Carter was a good example, and Cotton. You know, those guys were good receivers, and they were good blockers. They were tough guys. I think Tyler has really worked at that part of his game and become an all-around player. You know, we had a kid at Oregon State that's in the NFL, Connor Hamlet, a big, tall target. He's been similar to him in the way he goes up and gets the ball in traffic, and I've just, you know, really been pleased with how he's been able to get open in man coverage and make some tough contested catches. All right, thanks.